Hi, I'm Trevor Lund, and this is day 2 of the Live Light 70-day gratitude challenge. And that's every day for 70 days. I'm going to decide to give thanks, feel gratitude, and show appreciation. I'm trying to get my hand gestures in. Decide to give thanks, feel gratitude, and show appreciation. Decide, feel, and show. It's simple. It is very simple. Your kids can do it. Your coworkers can do it. Your church group can do it. And that's all they need to know. You can do this with non-Christian friends because they're going to see the benefits of gratitude over 70 days. Now, we have a question today for why am I doing it for 70 days? And it's not for theological reasons like you might think if you know me or if you've heard anything I've just said. But we'll get to that after the reflection video that we're going to show. So day 2, the reflection video is called Blessings Overwhelm Me. I will play the video. I'm just checking my sound. Yesterday, my sound wasn't working. Today, it's working. It's amazing what happens when you reboot your computer once in a while. Um, anyway, watch the video. I'll come back and tell you why the uh, it's the challenge is set to 70 days. Okay, uh, enjoy. Day 2. Blessings overwhelm me. I will offer you a sacrifice of thanksgiving and call on the name of the Lord. Psalm 116:17. I am called to be a blessing, and I choose to be one to someone today. As I bless others, I am blessed. As I refresh others, I am refreshed. In all things, I am blessed, and I choose to notice all the good things in my life and feel grateful. Even if I experience challenging events, I will always remember how blessed I am and choose to feel thankful and do something to show someone appreciation. I will praise and thank God before the battle and in every battle. I always have plenty of whatever I need. My good Father gives me good gifts, and I trust Him to take care of every need. And often I am blessed with more than enough. I am loved and I live loved, and as I share from my heart, abundance with a joyful heart. My gratitude and generosity opens up the storehouses of heaven. God overwhelms me with more blessing than I can ever imagine, so I am taken care of in every way, and I have more than enough to share. I give and I receive. My gift returns to me in full, pressed down, shaken together to make room for more, running over and poured into my lap. The amount I give determines the amount I get back. When I have opportunity to doubt, I make the choice to trust in the Lord with all of my heart. And I will praise Him in the storm and rejoice before my answer comes. I will remind myself of how He has overwhelmed me with the blessings in the past and choose to be grateful for the many blessings I have. My good Father will provide all my needs according to His riches in glory. I look after the blessing God entrusts to me and don't bury them in the ground. Instead, I invest them in others and I seek to multiply what He entrusts to me for His glory. I tell others about the good things He's done for me, and I use the abundance He provides to bless others. I remember how others have encouraged me, so I speak the truth in love and let nothing come out of my mouth that isn't for the encouragement of others. What have I to give? I give to meet the needs of others. My God is generous and my heart is abundant. Blessings come to me freely, and I cultivate gratitude and generosity to bless others with what I have been blessed with. Today I choose to feel thankful and purpose to bless someone in some meaningful way. I make space to reflect on how I can feel. I am blessed and I regularly experience gratitude for all the wonderful things in my life. And I seek opportunities to show this gratitude by living with a sense of abundance. Reflection questions to ask Holy Spirit. What can I do to feel thankful and show appreciation? What do you want me to feel thankful for today? Can you help me remember something challenging in my life that you've already worked out for good? So that was the reflection. I was saying yesterday they got cut off because I didn't have my mic turned on. Uh, it was a year ago I did up those reflections. I probably haven't listened to them in about a year, and uh, sometimes I'm amazed at what I said a year ago. Other times it's like it's so long. Today I'm doing it early. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock. It just became 7 o'clock where I am, and the sun is just rising. And I thought, you know what? We're we'll do the Cascade Falls. Like, I'm inside. I'm not really inside. I'm kind of overlaid in the Cascade Falls area. As you can see my face in the corner. My camera isn't working when I'm using my camera for this, and I'll work out. I'm not too concerned. But anyway, if people who are part of the Cascade Chalet community can come in here and they would appear in the circles and we can interact during the live cast. And that's another part of this. Well, actually, that's why I'd like to be in the circle. I could still interact. Like, I'd still see the chat. I'd still hear you because I can turn off the sound and I can do things. I got the sound turned off for this video. Music is playing. And if what I do in the mornings is I'll have this play and I'll go through my prayer time with God. And this is the Cascade Falls that makes up the Cascade Chalet, uh, the Live Light Cascade Chalet, and it's the place we do community. And so what I'm doing is just kind of showing you some of the different spots and where you can come at any time and just be, just breathe and be- belong and become. So we welcome you to that. And during this challenge, you can get lifetime access at a really good price. So you might want to consider that, but I'll get to that in just a second. Uh, so the question today, I think my next one is question. The question today, since everyone watching is not on platforms where you can comment, but if you're on YouTube or Facebook, you can comment as well. Just as like if people were inside here, they could comment and we can answer the questions. But the question I've got set up and staged is prepared for. Question I prepared for. Let's put it that way. Why is the Live Light Gratitude Challenge set for 70 days? And remember what the challenge is? Challenge is simple. Every day for 70 days, decide to give thanks, feel gratitude, and show appreciation. You do that. This comes from two studies. The reason why I've done it this way, and it comes from two studies that I've heard that have happened over several years. And so this has been building up for some time for me, actually. That's what I'm trying to say. The first study was they took a group of people and they had them feel gratitude and write it in a journal. And after 21 days, they excuse me, after 21 days, they reported being 10% happier than they were at the start. And you think 10%, big deal. What's 10%? Well, in 21 days, if your income doubled, you'd be 10% happier. So it is a significant deal. Okay. Then the second study that came out years later was that the neural pathways, habits aren't formed in 21 days like we used to think. Habits are formed, well, neural pathways are formed in our brain in three sets of 21. So 63 to 70 days it takes for neural pathways to be formed. And let me just give you a practical example. Last year, I did the 70-day challenge. By day 10, I was finding myself singing songs. I was finding myself laughing out loud. I was finding myself having more joy. And yes, that's how I probably always was before. Um, but I've been through some stuff and life has happened and complications have arisen. And it's just, what's happening now? Everyone's assuming that I'm retired. And it's like, no, I'm just relaxed, okay? Maybe I'm stiff and walking old, but, like, I just turned 53, and then they get the shock looked at on their face, and they're embarrassed that they thought I was well into my 60s or 70s, and it's not it's common. It's co I've just kinda given up. I used to be, the first 3 times I was assumed to be a senior were pretty significant for me, and now it's, like, almost daily, but that's okay. Um They still hear me laughing. They still hear me smiling. Or hear me smiling. I smile loud. I do. Uh, anyway, so like my personal experience. So I got back to who my best version of myself. Let's put it that way. I got back to the best version of myself, and um, after about 10 days of doing that challenge, and then after I was done the 70 days challenge last year, every day I have been deciding to give thanks, feeling gratitude, and showing appreciation. The neural pathways in my brain have rewired and made it so easy for me. If I don't do it, something's off in the day, and it's like, oh, yeah, God, I haven't given thanks. What would you like me to feel thanks for? And then he'll show me something where gratitude wells up inside of me, and it's like, oh, God, you're so good. Or how do I show appreciation to that person? Because man, that was a nice thing they did. And it's it's awesome. It is absolutely awesome. So, the 70-day challenge really doesn't have anything to do with 70 being the number for government in the Bible, although it's a nice fit. Gratitude governs my life, and I want it to govern all of our lives. This 70 elders, I got another theological question and answer coming up in the future, but there's several things in the Bible where it comes the significance of 70, but I didn't come from the Bible and say, oh, we have to do it for 70 days. I came from what I was hearing uh, people talk about and saying, hey, I wonder if that would work. And I tried it and it does. So that's why we're doing the 70-day gratitude challenge again. Um, what's my next question? The highlight for today. Oh, that was the question. Why is the 70-day? Oh, I got my slides mixed up. I was so sure I had my slides. Oh, okay. I woke up and I was just tired and I thought I had everything set up. Oh, wait a minute. It's right here. What is the highlight for today? How can I help you do a 70-day gratitude challenge? Oh, the daily podcasts. So, uh, I'm finding people are ingesting content in different, well, we've always done it, whatever simplest, but a lot of people are. getting this content through the podcast. So what I do every day for 70 days is I live cast like this. I strip off the audio, I make it sound better, and then I upload it to the podcast. And so you can get it on the podcast as well. You don't get to see the beautiful waterfall. You don't get, well, you can probably imagine the music playing in the, there's music and sound, waterfall sounds. It's awesome. This is a good place just to kind of be when you want to be alone in the morning or be alone with friends in the morning. And so, again, this is the Cascade Falls in the Live Light Cascade Chalet. And so when you join the coursing community, for this time, you get lifetime access to all of the public spaces inside the Live Light Cascade Chalet. And Monday mornings, we do Monday meditations in the chapel. And Thursday, we do Thankful Thursdays in the lounge. And Fridays, we do coffee time. And yesterday afternoon, 2 to 4, I was in the coffee that overlooks the Cascades Cafe overlooks this scene, and it's awesome. And music is playing in there as well, but you don't need to have it on if you want to have conversation. And uh, yeah, so if I turn the music on here and somebody else was in the room, they wouldn't hear the music unless they turned on the music. It's awesome. It's awesome. Um, you can find out more about joining the Cascade Chalet. You can find out more about the podcast. You can find out more about why it's 70 days when you go to riftrev.link/thanks. And that's it for today's Live Like 70-Day Gratitude Challenge. Yeah, so basically what I do is as part of my prayer time, which I'm going to do now, not live, but after this, I'm going to, I get to a part of it and I just say, God, what do you want me to feel grateful for? And then I just wait and he'll show me something. By show, my mind will get to whatever. Yesterday, the sun was just rising and the sunrise was like, God, you are awesome. Thank you so much. We have another day. Today, I have no idea what it's going to be. I don't, I could have a list. I have a list of things that make me in awe of God, and like just facts in the world. And I think it'll become a book one day because it's amazing. Our world is amazing. But check out riftrev.link/thanks. I am broadcasting live on the weekends, 7 a.m. or earlier if I think I'm ready. And on the weekdays, it's 1 p.m. I have carved off. This is Mountain Standard Time, daylight time. That's going to change to standard time. Yeah. Time zones are my pain in the butt. Anyway, but take care. God bless. And I will be back tomorrow. Oops, I hit the